Welcome back to our channel. Today, you are not just going to watch a video. You are going to meet a tiny code inside your cells, a fragile message that can teach your body to heal. This is not science fiction. This is not a superhero movie. This is the real story of two scientists who refuse to quit, Dr. Katalin Karikó and Dr. Drew Weissman. The people who helped turn mRNA from a fragile idea into a world-changing tool. This is a story about impossible ideas, a story of patience, pain, and persistence, a story of rejections that became fuel. While you travel through this story, you will also improve your English, because every sentence uses simple, clear words made just for you. So grab your headphones, sit up straight, breathe in. This story might inspire you to protect your dream. Let's begin. Part 1. Before the code. A girl, a copy machine, and an idea nobody wanted. Who is Katalin Karikó? Let's go back to 1955. In a small town in Hungary called Kisu, a girl was born in a modest family. Her father was a butcher. Her mother kept the home and the numbers. Their house was simple, money was tight. But the young Katalin had something no one could take away: curiosity. She wanted to know how life works, not in a storybook way, in a molecule way. As a student, she fell in love with a strange word: RNA. If DNA is the library of life, RNA is the note you carry out of the library. It is a small message that tells your cells what to build. One day she thought, what if we could write our own message and ask the body to heal itself? It sounded wild, it sounded bold, it sounded impossible. In the 1980s, she took a terrible risk. She and her husband left Hungary for the United States to chase research. They hid their limited savings inside their little daughter's teddy bear because of strict money rules in those days. Imagine that! Your whole future stitched inside a toy. This is not drama, this is real. She found research jobs in American labs. She worked long hours with small pay. She watched others get the big grants and corner offices. But she kept going. She didn't want fame. She wanted to make RNA useful for medicine. Years passed. Her experiments failed again and again. The problem? mRNA. The kind of RNA she loved was fragile. It broke easily. And worse, when you put plain mRNA into the body panicked. The immune system shouted, "Intruder," "fever," "inflammation," alarm bells. Many scientists said, this will never be medicine. But Katalin was stubborn in the best way. She believed there was a way to make mRNA safe and calm. Now meet the second name, Dr. Drew Weissman. He was a careful, quiet immunologist, a doctor who studied the body's defense system. One day in the late 1990s, the two met near a copy machine at the University of Pennsylvania. Yes, a copy machine, not a fancy conference, not a royal meeting. A buzzing printer with warm paper, two minds, one question. Can we make mRNA work without making the body scream? They started to work together. The lab became a kitchen of ideas. Simple question, careful test, honest result, repeat. Part 2. The problem, a message the body doesn't trust. Here's the heart of the challenge. Your body is smart. It has guards at every gate. When foreign mRNA comes in, the guards attack. Think of mRNA like a letter. The body reads the letter and decides, I don't know this handwriting. Throw it out. Katalin and Drew had a bold idea. What if we change the handwriting just a little? What if we swap one chemical letter in the mRNA with a gentler twin, so the body reads it without panic? This was the key insight. mRNA is made of 4 chemical letters. One of them is called uridine. Katalin and Drew replaced it with a friendlier version called pseudouridine. One small swap, one soft whisper to the immune system, "It's okay, don't be afraid." They tested it. The body stayed calmer. The cells made more protein, the exact protein the mRNA asked for. The message finally worked. In 2005, they published their results. This should have been the moment the world cheered, a breakthrough, a door opening. But the world was silent. Grants were rejected. Papers were ignored. Career paths closed. Katalin was demoted. She lost status. She lost office space. She lost chances. But she did not lose her focus. She taped a quote near her desk. "Do not let success go to your head. Do not let failure go to your heart." She kept going. Meanwhile, her daughter, Susan, grew up to become an Olympic rower, winning 2 gold medals for the United States. A fun twist of fate. While one woman trained cells to work harder, her daughter trained her body to push stronger. A family of grit. Back in the lab, Katalin and Drew wrote patents. They proved again and again that modified mRNA could be safe and powerful. Still, the world moved slowly. The money did not come. The phone did not ring. But a few people saw the light. Small companies began to license the technology. Others worked. The next missing piece, delivery. How do you deliver mRNA into the body without breaking it? Scientists around the world were building tiny fat bubbles called lipid nanoparticles. Imagine a soap bubble that protects the message. The bubble carries the mRNA safely, like a helmet for a delicate brain. Now we had the message and the helmet. The dream began to look real. Part 3. The world doesn't believe you until you win. Years drifted by. Katalin left the university world and joined a new company in Germany called biotech. She kept saying the same sentence some people laughed at. mRNA can become medicine. And then the world changed. A new virus appeared. News spread. Borders closed. Streets went quiet. Fear filled the air. Scientists shared the virus's genetic code online. Many teams started to work on vaccines. In that moment, the strange dream was suddenly the fastest tool. Why? Because mRNA is not a factory. It is a printer. You don't grow it in eggs or in giant tanks for months. You type a new message. You press print. You make more. Within days, teams designed mRNA that taught the body to build a small piece of the virus, the spike protein, so the immune system could learn and be ready. The printer of life was now writing a shield. Clinical trials began. Volunteers rolled up their sleeves. Scientists watched numbers rise. It worked. Protection was strong. Side effects were mostly short and mild. The world's scientists, doctors, nurses, and delivery drivers formed a silent army. Planes, trucks, freezers, sleepless nights, crying families, hugs at last, injections that felt like hope. The technology that once nobody wanted now helped save millions of lives. News headlines finally used the names mRNA and Karikó and Weissman with respect. After decades of closed doors, the doors opened wide. The two were honored again and again around the world. In 2023, they received the Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. The same people who once doubted now stood up and clapped. But let's tell the truth, it wasn't magic. It was years of work in the dark, before the light. It was taking notes after failed experiments. It was writing one more grant after 10 rejections. It was standing at a copy machine and talking to someone who listened. Part 4. Inside the Discovery. How a small swap changed everything. Let's open the black box in simple words. Your cells are tiny factories. DNA is the blueprint library. mRNA is the order slip, the message. It tells the factory what to make. When a virus invades, it drops its own message to trick your factory. Your immune system learns to fight. A vaccine is a safe way to train that fight in advance. Plain mRNA used to set off alarms. The body saw it as a trespasser. Katalin and Drew changed the letter U, uridine, to a gentler version, pseudouridine. That small change helped the body accept the message. The immune alarms were quieter. The factory could read the order and build the protein. The fat bubble lipid nanoparticle acted like a delivery truck, protecting the message from rain and thieves on the road. That's it. No magic. Just a smarter, kinder letter and a better envelope. Unique detail to remember. This idea, changing a single chemical letter, made the message both quieter and stronger. Their 2005 paper showed the world how to whisper to the immune system without lying to it. That whisper became a roar of hope years later. Part 5. The Price of a Breakthrough. Rejection, Demotion, and Doubt. People love the victory photo, but few want to see the bill. Breakthroughs demand a price. For Katalin, the price was heavy. She was demoted at her university, twice. She couldn't get the big grants. She worked on borrowed equipment. She lived with the fear of losing her visa, losing her job, losing her right to stay and work. Imagine bringing your family to a new country and watching opportunity walk past you every day. It would have been easy to quit, to say, "I tried, it didn't work." She didn't. In interviews, she often smiled and said, "I just kept going." That sentence sounds simple until you live inside it. Keep going is 1,000 quiet choices. It is boiling eggs in the morning, washing pipettes at night, writing another paragraph when your eyes burn. It is listening to people laugh at your idea and deciding to love your idea anyway. There is another price. Success creates noise. Debates about patents, arguments about who did what first, politicians speaking too quickly, headlines that are too simple. Science is slow, truth is careful, but the world is fast and loud. Through it all, Katalin and Drew kept doing what they always did: measure, test, publish, teach. Part 6. After the storm, what mRNA can do next. The story doesn't end with one virus. mRNA is not a one-trick tool. It is a platform, like a blank keyboard for medicine. Today, researchers are exploring mRNA for cancer vaccines, personalized messages that train your immune system to recognize cancer, to recognize your tumor's unique face. Rare diseases, sending a missing protein recipe to cells that need it. Heart repair, helping heart tissue heal after injury. Autoimmune balance, teaching the immune system to calm down when it attacks your own body. Flu, RSV, and beyond, printing new shields as viruses change. Will everything work? No. Science is honest. Some trials will fail. But the path is open. The idea that looked impossible now has roads, bridges, traffic signs, and real cars moving forward. Part 7. The Human Side. A teddy bear, a copy machine, and a gold medal. Stories become powerful when they have small details you can touch. The teddy bear. When Katalin left Hungary, her family hid money inside her daughter's stuffed bear. Not a bank, not a briefcase, a toy. That is how dreams often travel, quietly. The copy machine. She met Drew near a printer. People laugh at that, but life-changing meetings often happen in ordinary places. Hallways, buses, cafeterias. Stay open. You never know. The gold medals. Her daughter, Susan Francia, won 2 Olympic gold medals in rowing. While Katalin was training a molecule, Susan was training her body. Different arenas, same discipline. Part 8. What this story teaches you and your English. You are not just learning about science. You are learning how to build a life. Start with what you have. You don't need permission to begin. A small lab, a used computer, a notebook. Your hands are enough to start. Failure is data. Every failed experiment is information. Don't fear it. Use it. Find a teammate. Great things often happen in pairs. One person with an idea, another with the key to unlock it. Look for your Drew. Be someone's Katalin. Protect your idea, but don't let ego eat your joy. Patents matter. Credit matters. But peace matters too. Be kind to your future self. Sleep. Move. Call your family.
Build a life you can live inside. And yes, your English grew today. You met words like molecule, a tiny piece of matter; message, a note that tells what to do; demotion, moving to a lower job level; breakthrough, a big, important discovery; immune system, your body's defense; delivery system, how you carry something safely. Part 9. Timeline in simple steps. 1955. Katalin Karikó is born in Hungary. 1980s. She studies RNA, dreams of medical use. Mid-1980s. Moves to the U.S., savings hidden in a teddy bear. Late 1990s. Meets Drew Weissman at a copy machine. They team up. 2005. Published the key discovery, modified mRNA reduces harmful immune reactions. 2010s. Fat bubble delivery systems improve. mRNA enters serious testing. 2013. Katalin joins BioNTech to push mRNA forward. 2020. A new virus hits. mRNA vaccines are designed within days. Trials succeed. Millions are protected. 2023. Karikó and Weissman receive the Nobel Prize. Today and tomorrow, mRNA expands into cancer, rare diseases, and more. Part 10. The code belongs to dreamers. The legacy. The Wright brothers gave us wings. Katalin and Drew gave us a printer for healing. Different centuries, same courage. The airplane changed how we move through space. mRNA can change how we move through sickness. Every time a vaccine saves a grandparent, every time a new therapy gives a child a normal day, a piece of this story lives on. The world owes many people for this progress. Scientists, nurses, trial volunteers, delivery teams, teachers, parents who asked questions, students who stayed late, lab techs who kept the freezers running, even the person who invented a better glove. But the spark in this story began with two people who believed a fragile idea could become strong. If Katalin and Drew could speak to you right now, I think they would say, be patient with your dream. Be stubborn with your effort. Be kind with your words. The world may laugh today. Let them. One day, they will ask you how you did it. You watched a story. You learned new English. You met a molecule that changed medicine. Now it's your turn. If this story inspired you, if you learned something, if you felt your heart stand a little taller, please like, share, and subscribe. Here, we don't just teach words, we teach the courage behind the words. We tell stories that make your English stronger and your dreams louder. Thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for honoring the quiet heroes who worked for decades so that one day help could arrive right on time. Now go. Print your message to the world.